We'll get those suckers.
It took me a couple of days to track the Daltons down.
They can't get away with this.
And in that time, a whole posse of local vigilantes offered to lend a hand.
Jo, willkommen zurück.
They seemed as determined as me to find those outlaws. But as we headed into those swamps, it was like I had my own private army. There was no way those boys were getting away this time.
Nachdem wir das letzte Mal schon einen Dalton Brüder erwischt haben, machen wir jetzt Jagd auf die letzten zwei. Mal gucken. Gezerrtluft mit der Landschaft kannst du auch ein MMO machen. Sprengungsfässer.
It was early fall, right? Beautiful time of year. At least you had the weather on your side.
Not by my recollection. It was damp and foggy as hell.
Na komm. Ach, schade. Na komm. Na. Rotes Band.
It was tough to stay on a true course, so we kept an eye out for landmarks.
Nice. Nimm mal die Dinger aus meinem Gesicht. Mal gucken, dass da nicht irgendwo ein...
It was autumn. The maple trees were in full color, red as blood.
Ja.
The rains that year were torrential, so the whole area was flooded. The vigilantes had spread out wide, and pretty soon I couldn't see anybody.
War klar. Ah, damn it.
Except for some bitches ahead of me wanting to do me harm.
War klar. Unglaublich. Echt zu blöd manchmal. Wow.
You won't get away with this. That's it.
Ich will eigentlich den Revolver von dem haben. Ah, der kommt man ja gar nicht hoch. Ist das scheiße. Ne? Na, dann halt nicht. Ja genau, ich muss ja hier rein.
So did you find the Daltons?
Not yet. But I did have the questionable pleasure of meeting a few of their friends.
So geht's auch. Nicht unbedingt die feine Englische, aber...
The boys had established quite a reputation by that time, so they attracted all manner of riffraff to their cause.
Ja. Ich nehme mal lieber den Ranger mit. Ich mag das Ding lieber. Wow, du schmeißt da Dynamit. Kommen wir denn dahin, wenn das alle machen?
Point being, I was under serious attack.
Ich sehe gerade nicht, wo es hingeht.
And my reinforcements was nowhere to be seen.
Wo werde ich denn hier noch beschossen? Ah, von da ganz hinten. Jetzt nicht mehr. Ich werde jetzt aber mal trotzdem zur Schrotflinte wechseln. Weil ich hier scheinbar tatsächlich so ein paar Schrotflinten-Jungs treffe.
Just do this!
Kriegt alles Erfahrungspunkte, also sprengt wir jedes Fass in die Luft. Egal wie unsinnig das auch sein mag. Nix mehr. Was?
But luckily, a barn materialized as if right before my eyes. I scrambled up top to get a better view.
Ah, Munition. Vielleicht bloß so der alte Mann mit dem Banjo hier irgendwie in der Nähe. Soll ich denn da nach ganz oben kommen? Silas, was soll der Mist?
But just ended up falling inside.
So, how did you get out?
The barn doors was open. About right then, I saw some suspicious characters running for the bushes. Of course, I followed them. But that goddamn swamp was like a goddamn maze, and pretty soon I had no goddamn idea where I was. Steve? So I just started walking, and pretty soon...
Oh. Oh,
Steve! Steve!
huh? Oh, no, I'm listening.
Indians surrounded me from all sides.
Was? Oh,
Indians?
There were Indians.
No. I just wanted to make sure Steve was paying attention. Now, where was I?
You were following the Daltons through a swamp?
That's
Okay.
right. See, Steve? Dwight's paying attention.
No, I'm listening. I was just resting my eyes.
So, where was I?
The Daltons.
Right. See, there's a reason so many outlaw gangs are made up of brothers. Being a brother is a very sacred thing. It's a bond like no other.
Munition. Aber sonst nix. Jede Menge Explosivfässer. Bisschen Munition. Ich gehe mal einfach hier lang.
Stop that, son bitch!
Ja, fuck.
So did you ever find the damn Daltons?
Not yet, but I did find a few of their cousins. You Kansans breed like rabbits. More Smiths or Heimhoffers or who knows what. But hell, what's more important than family?
Nicht zu sterben wäre schon mal viel wichtig.
Stop that, son bitch! Surprise! Put that back up down. This is gonna hurt.
But hell, what's more important than family?
Geht doch.
I'll bet Ben knows what I'm talking about.
Tipped it up, stuck it down like that. Put a bullet. You can't hide forever.
Das werde ich jetzt aber erstmal tun. Erstmal das Level machen hier. Was haben wir denn hier? Ja, das ist gut.
Face me, you coward. Waste your bullets. Go ahead. You ain't bothering me? You can't get it.
Ach, da ist noch einer.
He has it coming. Oh, now what?
Könnte man theoretisch sogar lesen, wenn man sich ein bisschen Mühe gibt. Ein bisschen aufhellen? Das ist alles ein Teil, so wie es aussieht, oder? Ja. das? Ach, da ist ein... Das ist ein Gewächs. Ja. Ah, ich sehe ja nicht wo. Ich sehe nicht von wo. Bestimmt wieder einer mit dem Gewehr, vielleicht von sonst wo schießt. Ja komm, ich weiß, dass du da bist. Was? Alles Fässer, entsprungen uns ein bisschen Fässer. Keine Lust, außer so ein scheiß Fass zu erschießen und damit draufzugehen. Noch mehr Munition, nö. Ah, Moment.
I knew those Dalton boys were out there somewhere.
Yes,
standing together against anyone who would threaten them.
Das Achievement wollte ich haben.
And that's when I saw it. A goddamn steamboat.
A steamboat in a swamp?
Yeah, Steve, but this wasn't much more than a wreck, really.
But how'd a damn steamboat end up in the swamps?
Guess it floated off during the flood of '89.
Now, was it a stern wheeler or a side wheeler?
What? Does that really make a difference, Steve? It was a steamboat with a goddamn army on board. It was then that a fusillade of bullets come raining down from on high, and those vigilantes who accompanied me weren't anywhere to be found. But among those men that were shooting at me, I thought I saw some familiar faces.
This son of a bitch is pissing me off!
Eine Gatling aufgestellt, hallo. Na komm, jetzt. Danke. Pride of St. Louis. Naja. Eigentlich muss man sich ja wundern. Weil bei so vielen Erzählungen, wo irgendwelche Schiffe abgetrieben werden, also es gibt ja so viele Erzählungen, wo irgendwelche Schiffe irgendwo abgetrieben werden, die dann ans Wracks irgendwo rumliegen. Muss man sich ja wundern, wie viele von den Schiffen gab es eigentlich. Warum hat das keiner... Nugget is somewhere nearby. Okay. Ah, da oben. Wie wär's mit dem hier?
Somewhere up there, the Daltons were waiting on me.
Nee, brauchen wir nicht. Jetzt kommen wir hier hin. Nugget is somewhere nearby. Okay. Okay, schade. Hätte sein können, dass man vielleicht die Schlösser abschießen kann. Ah, ist bestimmt da oben irgendwo. Aber das ist doch mal ein cooles Feature. Finde ich ab jetzt wenigstens.
Sounds like you don't give up too easy.
That's the kind of man I am, Ben. I set out to do something. I do it. Surrender just ain't in my nature. Plus, I'm stubborn as hell.
Die Kette. Genau, und da ist es. Wunderbar. Und jetzt schon alle drei in diesem Level gesammelt. Du kommst mir nicht auf die Schliche. Na komm, zeig dich. Komm.
You can't hide from me.
Eppa. Jetzt hier auch nicht übermütig werden hier. Ah, hier geht's raus. Die Geräuschkulisse ist echt lustig. Also mit lustig meine ich gut. Hat wirklich so ein bisschen was von altem Schiff.
Right about then, much to my relief, the vigilantes finally arrived. Their leader motioned at a cabin in the middle of the top deck, pointing me directly at the Daltons. I finally had them, after months of dogged pursuit.
Ich glaube eher, dass er dazugehört war.
But it turned out that they had me.
Take him out. I'm sending you to hell.
War so klar.
The Daltons had played me like a
Tough after
fiddle.
all, is it?
Apparently, the vigilantes were on their damn payroll. They didn't just want to shoot me. They wanted to burn me alive. But finding my way out of a burning labyrinth proved to be quite a challenge.
It was a riverboat, right? I mean, it's not like it was a goddamn ocean liner.
Well, yeah, but I was in a
Did you
fight.
hear about that ship that's gonna launch next year? Largest one in the world.
You're
Well,
talking about the Titanic. If you ask me, it's too blessed big. I don't think it'll even float.
So anyway,
Don't be stupid, Steve. They know what they're doing. They say that the Titanic is unsinkable.
oh God,
But getting back to that steamboat, how'd you get off it, Mr. Greaves?
I took in a lot of smoke that day, so I admit my recollection might be a bit hazy. But somehow I managed to finally disembark. I was coughing up smoke and pretty damn pissed. I was done playing games with those boys.
Okay. Hä? Okay, ist ja für die erstmal 20.000 Stunden
But
darüber
finding
diskutieren
my
müssen,
way
ob
out
das
of
jetzt
a
noch
burning labyrinth
über die Titanic.
proved to be quite a
It
challenge.
was a riverboat, right? I mean, it's not like it was a goddamn ocean liner.
Well, yeah, but I was in a
Did you
fight.
hear about that ship that's gonna launch next year?
Ach, fickt
Largest one
euch.
in the world.
Aber
But
cool.
finding my way out of a burning labyrinth proved to be quite a challenge.
It was a riverboat, right? I mean, it's not like it was a goddamn ocean liner.
Well, yeah, but I was in a
Did you hear
fight.
about that ship that's gonna launch next year? Largest one in the world.
You're
What I'm-
talking about the Titanic. If you ask me, it's too blessed big. I don't think it'll even float.
So anyway,
Don't be stupid, Steve. They know what they're doing. They say that the Titanic is unsinkable.
oh God,
But getting back to that steamboat, how'd you get off it, Mr. Grease?
I took in a lot of smoke that day, so I admit my recollection might be a bit hazy. But somehow I managed to finally disembark. It was time to settle this once and for all.
Ja, geil. Der blüht die Läufe. Komm schon, sterben. Oh, ich habe einfach irgendwo hingeschossen, was getroffen. Geil.
Bob and Grat weren't about to come at me one at a time.
Ach Mann.
They were in this together. Two brothers side by side, determined to take me down. Confident that this time the odds were on their side.
Hä? Das war jetzt fies. Hab nicht damit gerechnet, dass er zuerst zieht. Wahrscheinlich sollte ich damit rechnen.
They got it wrong. A sad end for those two. If they'd only known that Emmett was still alive despite his wounds. Paroled 14 years later, he moved to California and sold real estate and lived off the legend of that fateful day. And the tragic death of his two brothers.
Verdammt, ey. Ich hab nur einen 20er Multiplikator bekommen im letzten Abschnitt. Da hätte mehr rauskommen können. Naja.
My own brothers died tragically as well, truth be told. It was 1868, and me and my older brothers were pulling a tidy profit running cattle into Juarez, Mexico. One night after my brothers retired for the evening, I found a little poker game in a cantina with a couple of cowboys. And I just couldn't lose. I even won an old Spanish coin that had to be 100 years old. Well, I was mighty pleased with myself the next morning as my brothers and I rode for Texas. But before we crossed the border, those cowboys caught up with us. It was Johnny Ringo, Roscoe Bob Bryant, and another asshole named Jim. They wanted their money back and everything else we had. including our lives, as those boys didn't want us coming for them later. Bob put that old Spanish coin in my mouth and said, "I won't have it said that I left you with nothing, boy." Well, those horses bolted, and there we hung as those bastards rode away. The branch finally snapped under the weight of the three of us, but being my older brothers were bigger and heavier, they were already dead. And right then I swore to myself that I would avenge them. Ringo you know about. But Bob eluded me, until I heard he was riding with the Wild Bunch.